Greetings, family, and it's good to be with you all again. Today, I want to speak on the current climate of the country. And being a pastor, at times we have to speak truth to power. Amen. And just like the church beforehand and the church now, pastors beforehand or pastors now have always spoken truth to power. Amen. Even at times when the current climate of the country during that time, you still had leaders of the church that had to speak to the current climate of the country. Amen, church. So this pastor today, and I encourage every other pastor out there today that speak truth to the current situation of our country that we all love. Amen. Now, America is the greatest country on earth. Now, it might have, some might disagree with that statement. But I tell you, if you were in another country, you will not enjoy the freedoms that we have here at home in America. Amen. So, with that said, there is an old enemy that is raising his head today that raised his head back then. And that old enemy is so prevalent today and even more emboldened today. So I must speak about that as well today. I can no longer stand on the sidelines and sit back and not say anything about the current climate of the country. Amen. That stigma of racism has a new blood in America today. And it runs deep in the soul and heart of America today. As America passed history, we had a civil war in this country. Now America is at a civil war with its own soul today. It has a stench and smell that burns at America's core with no ending at sight. Our inability to compromise has weakened our nation. At one time, America could reach across the aisle and compromise with its federal citizenship. And now, compromise is a bad word for our country. America is now looking at the best interests of its citizens. It now has a personal gain that it is looking after. With all the emotional attention and chaotic in thinking has led America into the functional era. An era that at this rate will be unsustainable. How do you reel this back in? America has to come to the conclusion and be sober in this thinking. America's standing and its credibility is at stake. Let us continue to pray for our country because the world is watching. And if America wants to lead on a world stage again, it must simply live up to its beliefs. That's all I have, family. Let's continue to pray for our country. Let's continue to pray for the leadership of our country. That's all I have. Until we meet again, continue to pray for me as I pray for you. God bless.